Doc Martin.
Doc Martin is a British television medical comedy drama series starring Martin Clunes in the title role. It was created by Dominic Minghella after the character of Dr. Martin Bamford in the 2000 comedy film Saving Grace. The show is set in the fictional seaside village of Portwenn and filmed on location in the village of Port Isaac, Cornwall, England, with most interior scenes shot in a converted local barn. 5 series aired between 2004 and 2011, together with a feature-length special that aired on Christmas Day 2006. The 6th series began airing on ITV on September 2, 2013 and aired its last episode Departure on October 21, 2013.
Synopsis.
Dr. Martin Ellingham, Martin Clunes, a brilliant and successful vascular surgeon at Imperial College London, develops hemophobia, a fear of blood, forcing him to stop practicing surgery. He obtains a post as the general practitioner, GP, in the sleepy Cornish village of Portwenn, where he spent childhood holidays with his Aunt Joan, Stephanie Cole. Upon arriving in Portwenn, Ellingham, whom, to his frustration, the locals address as Doc Martin, finds the surgery in disarray. He inherits an incompetent receptionist, Elaine Denham, Lucy Punch. In Series 2-4, Pauline Lamb, Catherine Parkinson, a new receptionist and later phlebotomist, replaces Elaine. In 2011, Morwenna Newcross, Jessica Ransom, takes up the post. The show revolves around Ellingham's interactions with the local Cornish villagers. Despite his medical brilliance, Ellingham is gruff, ill-mannered, and lacks social skills. His cold, abrasive manner offends many of the villagers. They perceive him to be short-tempered and lacking in a bedside manner, whereas he feels he is performing his duties in a professional and no-nonsense manner, not wasting time chatting with the villagers. The villagers eventually discover his fear of blood in the frequent and debilitating bouts of nausea and vomiting it causes. Ellingham's aunt, Joan Norton, provides emotional support in the face of the disquiet his abrupt manner causes among the villagers. Ellingham also finds it difficult to express his romantic feelings to primary school teacher Louisa Glasson, Caroline Cause, often spoiling a rare tender moment with, for example, a comment about an unpleasant medical condition or requesting a stool sample.
Original character.
Martin Clunes originally played a character called Dr. Martin Bamford in the 2000 film Saving Grace and its 2 made-for-TV prequels, Doc Martin and the Legend of the Clouty, which were made by British Sky Broadcasting, BSKYB. The prequels show Bamford, a successful obstetrician rather than surgeon, finding out that his wife has been carrying on extramarital affairs behind his back. After confronting her with the news, he escapes London and heads for Cornwall, which he remembers fondly from his youth. Shortly after he arrives, he is involved in the mystery of the Jellymaker, and, following the departure of the village's resident GP, decides to stay in Port Isaac and fill the gap. In these 3 films the village is not known as Portwenn. The original deal was to produce 2 such television films per year for 3 years, but Sky Pictures folded after the first 2 episodes were made, so Clunes's company tried to sell the franchise to ITV. ITV felt the Martin Bamford character should be portrayed as a townie, out of his depth and uncomfortable in the country. They also wanted something edgier, so Clunes suggested the Doctor be very grumpy and socially inept. The new Doctor's surname was to be Ellingham, an anagram of the last name of the new writer, Dominic Minghella, who was brought in to rework the Doctor's background and create a new cast of supporting characters. Along with Clunes, the only actors to appear in both versions of Doc Martin are Tristan Sturrock and Tony Maudsley.
Episodes.
6 series totaling 46 episodes have aired on ITV in the UK between 2004 and 2013. Episodes are 50 minutes, except the 2006 Christmas special which is 92 minutes. In the US, American Public Television provides the 2006 Christmas special as a 2-part episode with the second episode airing the week after the first. The first 3 series were broadcast from 2004 to 2007. Subsequent series have aired only in odd-numbered years.
Series 7.
Clunes has confirmed that the 7th series will be shot in 2015, but because of the difficulty in creating new storylines, the series may be the show's last.
Ratings.
In the UK, Doc Martin has been a ratings success for ITV, with the 3rd series achieving ITV's best midweek drama performance in the 9 p.m. Monday slot since December 2004. The final episode of the 3rd series was watched by 10.37 million viewers, which is the programme's highest ever viewing figure for a single episode. In 2009, Doc Martin was moved to a 9 p.m. Sunday time slot for the broadcast of Series 4. That change meant that it followed on from ITV's The X Factor programme. Series 4 ratings were adversely impacted by STV not screening the majority of ITV drama productions in Scotland. The final episode of Series 4 had ratings of 10.29 million viewers. STV went back on its decision not to screen ITV drama in Scotland. Series 4 of Doc Martin was broadcast on Sunday afternoons in August 2011.
Foreign adaptations.
Notro Films produced a Spanish version under the title Dr. Mateo for Antena 3 television. It aired in 2009 and was shot in Lastres, Asturias, with the fictional name of San Martin del Sella twinned with Portwenn. French television producers Ego Productions, in cooperation with TF1, have produced a French version of the series starring Thierry Lhermitte as Dr. Martin Lefol, with the series based in the fictional Breton town of Port-Garc, twinned with Portwenn. In Germany, Dr. Martin, an adaptation of the original series, airs on ZDF with Axel Milberg as Dr. Martin Helling, a surgeon from Berlin. The counterpart of Portwenn was the real existing village of Neuharlingersiel in East Frisia. In Greece, Kliniki Periptisi, an adaptation of the original series, was aired in November 2011 on Mega Channel with Yanis Bezos as Marcos Stiakos, a surgeon from New York. In the Netherlands, Dr. Tinus, based on the original series, began airing in late August 2012 on SBS6 with the main role being played by actor Dom Hoffman. The series was shot in Wildrichum. A Russian version is mentioned in the series' 5 bonus material.
Guest stars.
Guest stars have included Amanda Abbington, Celia Emery, John Alderton, Hugh Lloyd, Doreen Mantle, Margaret Tyzack, Christian Rodska, Roger Lloyd Pack, Anne Reid, Mary Woodvin, Miriam Margolyes, John Woodvin, Stephanie Leonidas, Nick Brimble, Ben Miller, Chris O'Dowd, Robert Dawes, Kenneth Cranham, David Bammer, Claire Bloom, Matthew Horn, Lucy Robinson, Gwen Taylor, Sylvester Latouzel, Anthony Calf, Richard Johnson, David Haig, Valida Law, Benjamin Whitrow, Louise DeLemme, Nicholas LaPrevost, Sophie Thompson, Matthew Bainton, Andrew Lee Potts, Julie Graham, John Duttine, Julia Street-John and Tony Maudsley.
International broadcasters.
In Argentina, Doc Martin airs on Film and Arts Channel. In Australia, Series 1 to 5 were broadcast on ABC One. It was shown on Australian pay TV channel, UK TV. Repeat episodes from Series 1 to 3 have been shown on 7/2 from May 5, 2011. In Belarus, Doc Martin, Dr. Marcin, airs on Belsat TV channel. In Belgium, Doc Martin airs on the public channel IN. In Brazil, Doc Martin airs on Film and Arts channel. In Bulgaria, all Doc Martin series aired on the Hallmark channel. In Canada, Doc Martin airs on Vision TV and Knowledge in British Columbia. In Chile, Doc Martin airs on Film and Arts channel. In Colombia, Doc Martin airs on Film and Arts channel. In Czech Republic, Doc Martin, Dr. Martin, airs on the CT1 since October 1, 2009. In Denmark, Doc Martin airs on the public commercial channel TV2 Charlie. In Finland, Doc Martin airs on the public commercial channel MTV3. In France, the adaptation Doc Martin airs on TF1. In Hungary, Doc Martin airs on Duna TV. In Iceland, Doc Martin airs as Martin Lioneer on Stjörn Vapid. In Ireland, Doc Martin airs on TV3. In Italy, Doc Martin also airs on the public channel RAI. In Italy, Hungary, Russia, Malaysia, Hong Kong, and other countries where available. Doc Martin airs on the Hallmark Channel. In Mexico, Doc Martin airs on Film and Arts Channel. In Netherlands, the adaptation Doctor airs on SBS6. In New Zealand, Doc Martin aired on TV1. It was also shown on New Zealand pay TV channel, UK TV. In Norway, the first season of Doc Martin aired on the public channel NRK1 with reruns on Vox in 2012. In Poland, Doc Martin, Dr. Martin, airs on the public channel TVP2 since November 4, 2009 and at Portal IPLEX since 2010. In Romania, all Doc Martin series aired on the Hallmark Channel. In Saudi Arabia, and other countries in the Middle East, Doc Martin airs on the Orbit Showtime network OSN. In Serbia, Doc Martin, Dr. Martin, airs on TV Avala channel. In Slovenia, Doc Martin Series 4 airs on the SLO1, Slovenia 1, channel. In South Africa, Doc Martin airs on the Hallmark Channel on DSTV. In Spain, the adaptation Dr. Mateo in Spanish, airs on Antena 3 TV channel. In Sweden, Doc Martin aired on commercial broadcaster Canal 9 from late 2008 through 2012. In Turkey, Doc Martin airs on Dizimax Entertainment. In Uruguay, Doc Martin airs on Film and Arts Channel. In the United States, Doc Martin is distributed by APT to subscribing local stations. Series 1-5 DVD can also be viewed in the US on Netflix, Amazon Streaming and Hulu. In Venezuela, Doc Martin airs on People and Arts.
DVD releases.
Series 1, 2 and 3 and On the Edge were released separately on Region 1 and 2 and in the complete Series 1-3 box set. Series 3 was released on February 2, 2010 and Series 4 was released for Region 1 and 2 on July 6, 2010. Series 5 was released in Region 1 on June 5, 2012 and Region 2 on March 5, 2012. A complete box set of Series 1-5 is also available for Region 2. In Region 4, Series 1, 2, 4, and On the Edge were released separately and in a 9-disc box set entitled Doc Martin, Comedy Cure, as well as an earlier 7-disc box set not including Series 4. The two Sky Pictures telefilms were individually released in Region 4, as Doc Martin, Volume 1 Foot and Doc Martin, Volume 2, The Legend of the Clouty on the Magna Pacific label, but are now out of print. The show is available on Netflix. Series 6 of Doc Martin will be released in the UK on March 24, 2014 by distributor Acorn Media UK in a 2-disc box set.
Novels.
In 2013 it was announced the 2 novels were to be released to coincide with the 6th series.
Awards.
In 2004 Doc Martin won the British Comedy Award for Best TV Comedy Drama, having also been nominated as Best New TV Comedy. In the same year, Martin Clunes won the Best TV Comedy Actor Award, primarily for his portrayal of Doc Martin.